It's Saturday. What? What? Let me go ahead and wave at all you guys. Wave, wave, wave. Mom, Cat, Johnny. It's Saturday. It's weird. I'm even surprised I fit this in. This is nuts for me right now. It's kind of off. I don't know. I'm a different person on Saturdays. We'll see how this goes. Let me get the Fluffernutter stuff. Welcome to episode 9 of Fluffernutter Live. Normally it's on Sundays. Normally. But, hold on. Just hold on. I'm losing room because you can see back here now I have like joysticks and stuff for like flight simulators. Ugh. Okay. Now, let me preface. Why is this happening on a Saturday, Andy? Let me tell you. Because I'm in flight school right now. I'm still in the midst of week 1. And I fly on Sundays. And in this situation, Fluffernutter Live will most likely happen from this point forward on Saturdays. We'll see. I don't know. I think I need to turn the camera because I'm having to reach to see you guys. You're so far away. Johnny, how are you? Yeah, that's great. You guys all waved back at me. That's really awkward because that's like you waved and then I waved and then you guys waved back. You didn't have to do that. You could have just let it go. Hold on. Gotta make room here. I kind of want this. I just got done eating a steak dinner because I guess I eat that every night. Hold on. Do I need to adjust this camera? Yes. I didn't have this set up. See, guys, it's just not right, man. John is currently changing a tire. Oh, on his bike? Because that would make sense, because I saw he had another flat. Anybody that follows this, Johnny's a cyclist, and if you're interested in the whole cycling world, I want to make sure I say this right. I'm pretty sure it's Rookie Cyclist, right? Put the website in the description, or in the comments. I forget. I'm pretty sure it's rookiecyclistofficial.com. Okay. So, most of this is going to be talking about my first week at flight school. For any of you guys that watch this that aren't used to seeing my videos, this is not the official video that I'll be posting about my first week at Blue Line. I'm just briefly talking about it here. The actual video for Blue Line won't come out probably until after I graduate, which is supposed to be end of June, beginning of July. That'll be like an edited version. You'll see in-flight footage, the whole deal. For right now, this is just a show that I have, and that I'm just going to use to have a segment inside this show that I will talk about my experience in the preceding week at my flight school. So, why are you saying, oh my god, Cyclist Psycho? That's good. Johnny, you should get that domain, cyclistpsycho.com. It flows really well, doesn't it? Any of you guys that watch this that aren't familiar, Fluffernutter Live is about the Fluffernutter. It's the sandwich that is made at the beginning of this show every single time. Normally it's Sundays at 7 p.m. But flight school's kind of messing that up for me. Flight school. Here, hold on, let me make this and I'll talk to you guys. I didn't clap myself in. Hold on, let me clap myself in. I know. Okay. That is so much. I think as I get through these shows, I'm getting less and less minimalist with making these sandwiches. This is totally a plug. Not sponsored, because, you'd think that from the 4 people that are watching right now. Just such high traffic to this show. Okay. Cool. Got it. Oh, I even got it pouring off the side. Almost got it like the Fluffernutter thing. The picture of the sandwich. And so on everything. Okay. Let me do this right, because I do not want peanut butter on my screen. How are you guys? Let's see here. Let me read what you guys have been talking about. Finally got 2 new tires. Good. Stopping with that poor man shit. Just kidding. Okay. My mom's rude. Have I flown yet? Nope, but I'll talk about that. Or is tomorrow the first day? Uncle Greg is on. Love you long time. Okay, cool. I'm caught up with all the comments, and it has nothing to do with me. I thought this show was about me. Oh. Okay. Sorry. That was inappropriate. That was just a lot that was coming off. So, it has been the most testing week I've dealt with in quite some time. I would say that flight school is probably the toughest thing I've done, but it's second to basic. Basic was harder than this. Like, I wouldn't even say it was a close second. Basic was hard. Because I would have to do all this crazy chaos and have to deal with the stresses of being yelled at and constantly being moved around and lack of food and lack of sleep. At least this I get to control, like, decently. I need to tilt up. Man, see what I mean? Saturdays throw me off, man. You don't have the camera set up or nothing. So, I don't know. You did, Kat. You did ask about me. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and go through what I've been going through. So, let's see. It started from Monday. Monday, February 17th was my first day at flight school. And it's like instant, like, oh, you're in flight school? Here you go. And all the things get flooded into you. So it started with our orientation, which the CEO does and the chief operating officer does. They're essentially there. They talk to you about everything, what to expect. That was the first, like, hour and a half of my... Or no, it was only about an hour, I think, maybe. We had to ask questions, get an idea of what we're looking at. And then it moved on to straight into ground school, which, for you guys that watch this and aren't going to the whole... that aren't interested in the pilot thing, ground school is essentially where you learn on the ground. You're not learning in flight or anything like that. You're going through... You're learning about flight, but you're also learning about rules and regulations and talking and stuff like that, which I'll get to that in a second, because that is... I have a weakness so far that I've discovered. So I did that. Tuesday was another ground lesson, and to give you an idea of the chaos, so my commute is anywhere between usually about 45 minutes to an hour to get from here to my school, right? So I left at like, I don't remember. I know there was a point that I left at 8:30, and then I got home at like 9:30. Still hadn't eaten yet, so I had to cook dinner, and then essentially crash instantly. And then, crash, yikes. I should probably get away from using that term now that I'm in this industry. When I say crash, I mean sleep. And then I had to wake up and around like 5 in the morning to be able to wake up in time and get to the school on time for the next lesson. So, that was crazy. Day 2 was another ground lesson. Going over more stuff. Day 3 was sim. I was like, man, I know I'm forgetting something. Was a simulator. So I got to go in and actually, and maybe that happened on day 2 as well. God, I can't even remember half this now. It's already so much. But I got in the simulator and you like teach you all different kinds of stuff. I didn't do too bad. Like, it wasn't great, but I didn't do too bad. I will get water, Johnny. Where is my water? There it is. Hold on. Whew. So yeah, got in the simulator, and like they go over just different things, how to properly talk to ATC, and like taking off and landing. They're kind of, I think they're kind of gauging like where I'm at with my flying skills without really having any flying skills. And I didn't do too bad. I take off too fast. Supposedly when I take off, it's like, I don't know, like, it gets to the point, right? Like, okay, so on these aircraft, I'm supposed to do what they call rotate, which is the point where you lift the nose off the ground to go ahead and start taking off. Happens at 44 knots. When I get to 44 knots, I'm like, yeah. And the plane goes, woo. I need to chill out on that. And I just keep pulling up on that, so that's what's weird. Oddly, the landing's not too bad. So So like I came in, like one of my landings was actually pretty decent. It was like really smooth. And the simulator rocks. It moves and everything. So if you land hard, the simulator rocks the whole deal. So that was interesting. And I can't wait to show you this footage. I have a GoPro inside the simulator, right? And it's got everything. You can see the wraparound screen. You can see the instructor to the right and me on the left. And there won't be any audio. That's because like some confidential stuff. But you will be able to visually see it. And that will be in my vlogs. And I don't know if I'll voice over that or I don't know. There were 2 chains on top of it. I'm not sure. But yeah, it was really interesting. It was really fun. Well, you guys are talking and I'm not really responding. No, you guys aren't really talking that much. Johnny told me to get water, and my mom told me to explain simulators to civilians. I don't think I have to. I think most people understand what a simulator is. It's a box that you get in. In this case here, an aircraft simulator. It's a box you get in and it acts like an aircraft. So, that's a thing. What do I have here? So, Thursday came around. And if you go follow my stories, kind of already know what happened. So, it's really funny, right? Because, and it is so rare. It is rare for weather to be bad enough in North Carolina for them to have to cancel flights. And I emphasized this on my ATC versus Blue Line video, where I'm like, hey, look, cancellations happen few and far between. Coincidentally, Thursday comes around and Raleigh gets snowed on. And guess what's already gone? By Friday morning, the snow was gone. Well, to an extent. So it was like, oh my God, it literally just hit the day I was supposed to take off and land. And it didn't happen. Because of the snow. Because I can't do that yet. My instructor can. I can't. So. This is embarrassing. So that got canceled, which is kind of good and bad. It was good because it allowed me to have the chance to catch up on everything. Because it was like back to back to back to back information with no breaks to be able to study, really. And it has a lot to do with my commute. That's what kind of kills it. But and then I was able to catch up. So yeah. And now they got rescheduled. So tomorrow, as Kat was asking, when is if I had not flown already, when do I fly? And it is tomorrow. They're taking the flight that I was supposed to do on Thursday, and I'm going to be flying twice on Sunday now. Tomorrow. Day of the Lord. Day of the Lord that's interfering with my normal Fluffernutter schedule. But whatever, no big deal. So tomorrow I practice taking off and landing. And I even practice like maneuvers and stuff like that. Going inverted, buzzing the tower. Practical stuff that you would normally do in the airlines. Just kidding. My weakness? Okay. It's a lot. Anybody that follows this that is interested in going to Blue Line, it is a lot. It really doesn't seem that much different from what was explained to me from all other flight schools, including ATP. The overwhelmingness that is typically experienced at these flight schools, the fast track program kind, it seems to be the same. And from what I'm seeing, it's a lot, but it's manageable. You just have to be good with time management. And it's testing my time management skills, which I'm a huge fan of. I'm huge on organization. I love it. I did it all the time, obviously, with Guardian Wraps and with Rivsu, the whole deal. But now I get to, it's really testing me to put it on myself on this point. So it's been kind of fun. My weakness is in the simulator, I have to fly and talk at the same time. Now, that doesn't seem hard, but you'd be very surprised that, so let me give you a brief overview of how this looks, right? I'm about to take off. There's several things that have to occur in the process of taking off, okay? So right before the takeoff, you're supposed to be doing a quick checklist to make sure that you're going to be able to take off. Everything's set right. You get in onto the runway, you accelerate, you have to look at all your engine instruments, there's 8 of them, and you have to say engine instruments green, and then you have to look at your airspeed indicator and say airspeed's alive, and then all that's happening right before you hit 44 knots, which happens almost instantaneously. And then you have to pull up at 44 knots and say rotate. Now you have to climb at 80 knots with your flaps with the way they are and stuff. And then you're climbing until you get to a certain altitude. And once you get to that altitude, you're supposed to then bring flaps up, which then change the aerodynamics of the aircraft, and now you're having to maintain 80 knots still, but with a different wind resistance. So all this is happening, and at the same time, Tower's talking to you, and they're not talking in a way that is very easy to comprehend. Like, they'll be like, 205 Bravo Lima Lab, headwing lab, blah, blah, like that. But more professional in real words. It's hard, and you eventually get used to it, but... So in the simulator, I was doing it, and even on the ground, when I wasn't really doing much, like, I would, have to call in for something, and you have to always start with your tail number. So let's say I was asking for... God, I can't even remember this, and I'm literally studying it right now. If I'm asking for clearance for something, I had to say 205 Bravo Lima, or I had to say Raleigh clearance 205 Bravo Lima, holding short. See, that's all wrong. I already know it's wrong. It's so hard. Anyways, I get flustered. I get into it, and I won't say words properly, and I completely go blank. It's so weird. So, anyways. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So that's my current weakness, but I love it because ATC audio is the one thing that I've really been wanting to get good at. I really want to be I want to be one of those guys. Like, I understand what I'm supposed to do. It's just hard. It's a different language. So, it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay. Let's see if there's any upcoming launches, because I actually don't know. I missed the last launch. And I don't remember why, but it was because this is chaos. This here that I'm pointing at right here, this is Blue Line. This is flight school. So, and actually, that's a really good point. So, because, okay, you master and you be confident. Okay, so, big thing here is that you can see how it's attainable, but it's just something you have to get used to in the habit of. So, any of you prospective pilots, when you come on, you're going to see that it's going to be a lot, but if you look at the big picture and you'll understand, you'll see it. Like, you'll see instructors ahead of you, or even students ahead of you, only 2-3 weeks, and they have it down. So it's just a matter of time. I'm on week 1. Maverick would be upset with me. Okay, launches. It's kind of sad because I haven't been able to watch launches, but it's cool because the stuff I'm having to learn about, like aerodynamics and stuff, I'm starting to understand a few things about rocket launches. Like, what I am learning about right now about rocket launches is usually when they get scrubbed, it's because usually it's 2 factors. It's because of an actual issue with the rocket or weather, right? This is why rockets typically have a better launch rate at nighttime, because nighttime's calmer and stuff. Like, there's all this other stuff about weather. So, okay. Let's see. What am I saying? Astro Rocket. I don't know what an Astro Rocket is. Long March, Falcon 9, SpaceX. There's another launch happening on March 2nd. Where is it? Slick 40? Slick 40? Slick 40? It is. God, you guys are getting so many launches. I'm so mad I moved, man. Because SpaceX is attempting to launch on a weekly basis. They're right now on like every other week they're launching. And it's because they're launching their satellite system, so they're getting a bunch of launches in. Although this next launch isn't that. They're actually launching for a customer. March 2nd. When is that? Oh, I didn't even need to tell you that, because that's far away. March 2nd is Monday. So, yep, that's a thing. Okay. Mom said don't blow off her confidence, or compliments. Calm down. I'll do what I want. My show. Okay. I have questions. There's actually quite a few. Actually, it's not that many. Okay. Can't make it to Fluffernutter Live. Florida Live. But how is the first week of Blue Line, and is it structured or all self-study? The first question, pretty much already answered. But whether or not it's structured or if it's all self-study, it's both. I think this is a big difference. This is when I was talking. There's actually an instructor at Blue Line that went to ATP as well. So it's really interesting. He was a student at ATP and then became an instructor at Blue Line. Kind of interesting insight sitting and talking with him about stuff. So what's interesting is He's saying that the big difference is at ATP you fly a lot, where at Blue Line you get a lot of both. So you're getting a lot of like ground structure and you're getting a lot of flying. But it is, I would say right now it's like 40-60. So it's like 40% structured, 60% self-study. At least for the week one. I don't know how it'll be in the future. I'm sure it'll become more self-study in the future. But a lot of time you spend at the school. At least for me, I'm spending time at the school 4 days a week. So, or in one to two of those days for this week, I was supposed to be flying, but it's all happening Sunday now. So, and that might change. We'll see as it goes. That's the reason why I'm not making the videos until after I graduate, because there might be things that I didn't know beforehand that I can tell you guys about. Are you nervous about flying in bad weather? No, I'm not nervous about the flying aspect. I don't know why. It just, to me, like the concept makes sense. And I think it might have to do with the fact that I've, some people say this isn't comparable, but like I've like driven boats a lot. And there's a lot of similarities to the two. Like, there's a lot. So the concept of flying isn't too much. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm going to be horrible at it in the beginning, but it's just not something I'm worried about. In bad weather, I can't even do that yet. I don't even know how you put it, because I can fly in conditions where I can be blinded, where like I can't see anything. Imagine being like in a cloud. I won't be able to do that until my next rating, which is called IFR, which means I have to fly with just instruments. I even wear the glasses that are blacked out and stuff. So as of right now, I can't even do that. And then there's just some bad weather you can't fly in, like thunderstorms. Doesn't matter what state, like it doesn't matter what level of flight you're in as a pilot. You can be a full-on airline pilot with 30 years under your belt. You are not allowed to be around. It's either 20 statute or nautical miles from a thunderstorm. So thunderstorms aren't something you're supposed to do. And if you ever find yourself in one, supposedly it's an accident. So any hate yet for your video? I assume you're talking about the ATP versus Blue Line video. Not hate. Someone did comment and say that I had some invalid info in there, and I requested information about that, because as I prefaced the video with, if I did have any information that was wrong, like I need to be told about it, because so I can put it in the description. Because I tell everybody in the beginning of the video, before you watch the video, look in the description. Things may have changed, or I may have gotten something wrong or said something stupid. So please tell me. And so this person that commented that, I requested that they tell me. They're also a student of ATP, so it's hard to tell whether or not there's a bias there or not. I'm not sure. She doesn't seem to be. I know she graduated from ATP. So, okay. How did you get on Blue Line's Instagram? They just gave it to me. And it's not because that I do. Oh, let's not ruin my Mac. Okay. Peanut butter. Okay. Their marketing guy I talk with on the occasion, his name's Thomas. Shocker, because him and I have relatable experiences in the realm of marketing. And then he was just like, hey, do you want to go ahead and just get on and say like what you're doing and what you're about to do? And I was like, yeah, sure. Why not? Was that it? And then he handed me the phone and his phone, and I just did what I did. So you might see me more on there. I'm not sure. We'll just see what he does. So, how's P90X going? Clarify, because someone talked to me about this. I'm actually doing P90X3, but sometimes it's abbreviated to P90X for some people. It's good. Honestly, it's a lifesaver. If any of you guys are going to flight school, I highly recommend implementing some kind of program. For me, I chose P90X3 because I had done P90X in the past and it was amazing. Like, it kicked my ass. And in this situation here, P90X3 does that in 30 minutes, which is great for my time schedule, because that gives me, I'm able to work out, cook dinner, and eat within about an hour, hour and a half time span, which is amazing to be able to still get in fitness and eat well after working out while doing everything. So definitely highly recommend doing it. So yeah, and no, I'm not a coach, not anymore. When did you start at Blue Line? Monday. Oh, you wouldn't know. Well, February 17th, 2020. Some of you guys might watch this way in the future. How's the simulator? I didn't do barrel rolls. That's a thing. I don't even know if I'm allowed to do that. I'm pretty sure not. I don't even know what the simulator would do, because like I said, it moves, and it can't barrel roll. So, That'd be nuts if it could. Maybe funny. Nope. Man, that's it. Well, that was all the questions. And I can't believe I fit Fluffernutter live in. What time is it? It's 7:24. I can't believe I fit it in. Because it was hard. If you saw my schedule, which... Hold on. I'm going to bring it up. Because my Instagram story already disappeared with it, I think. So, I created a schedule on an Excel sheet. Shocker, for any of you guys know me. And now there's peanut butter on my iPad. I'm like a 5-year-old over here right now. Schedule. So what I did was I divided all my scheduling into like half-hour increments. So as you can see, like on here, it's all going to look backwards and stuff. But, and this whole week will be filled out. But right now, because it's Friday right now, or it's Saturday? Yeah, it's Saturday. So all the red and yellow is studying or I'm at flight school. And then the rest is just other stuff I need to get done. So, and the black is sleep. It's night time. So, yeah. This is what I mean, time management. You guys are going to have to do that. Like, if you come into flight school, whether it's ATP, Blue Line, or whatever, like, if you're going to a fast track program, get ready to be really good at time management. Oh, big recommendation. If you're coming to Blue Line, request your syllabus early, if they can provide it. If they can, look at your syllabus. The syllabus is broken up, and there's a syllabus for every rating. So there's a private syllabus, an instrument syllabus. So they should be able to provide you just your private syllabus. Look at that, and you'll be able to see, and you should have access to something called Flight Scheduler Pro. It's where they schedule you to go become, or you'll be able to see when your classes are and when you're flying. You can look at that syllabus, compare to your first week in school, and be able to see everything, what you're going to be learning, and what you can do. That'd be really have been fantastic if I got that and was prepared for that beforehand. So that's the thing. Do you guys have any questions? Johnny, Cat, Mom. I don't know who's on or still, because it always fluctuates. It says it goes from like 2 to 3 to 4. So let me know, because I'm about to start the timer, because I gotta get back to studying. Fluffernutter Live might, like I said, be permanent to Saturday. We'll see. I'll post about it if it is. So, okay, I'm gonna start the timer. Whoa, let's not mess that up. Okay. Okay. Oh, I gotta answer your question anyways. Kat said, how long is this chaos again? Flight school, 5.5 months. They said that I should be graduating. I'm scheduled to graduate at the beginning of July, but they're gonna try to have me graduate at the end of June. That's their intention. And I told them that I want to graduate before Top Gun Maverick comes out, which comes out June 26th. And I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do everything I can. Like, I really want to do everything I can. And you just told them confidential information, Mom. Can't tell them that stuff. Alright, reset the clock. Get this all set up. Must have Italian in you with all that hand movement, right? Just so much attitude with my hands. Alright. Start it. Liverface. Like I said, next Fluffernutter Live most likely is going to be Saturday, but keep an eye on my Instagram stories, and I will let you know. Yeah, when I told him, and I told it was the CEO I was talking to you about trying to graduate. So Johnny asked, did they laugh at it? About me trying to graduate before Top Gun Maverick. I think everybody understands in this industry. They know. They know. I got this though. Totally manageable, and this is actually kind of fun. It's like taking all my skill sets that I've learned from business and being self-employed and putting on in my own personal life. It's kind of cool. Ugh, it's hard to swallow. Don't forget, only true followers will ever understand why 52 to 51 matters. Well, there were faces, guys. I look forward to next Saturday or Sunday, telling you what chaos I'm dealing with then. I'll have flown by then. I'll show you how. I'll message it to you. I don't know if they'll enjoy watching this though. This is very very niche group, niche demographic. Great, Leatherface. We'll see if I see you next time. Still pumped about the idea of doing Fluffernutter live in the plane. Just kidding. That'll never happen. Goodbye.